And welcome to back to Aurora Series Valorant Spring 2025. My name is Janice, and I'm happy to be back here. But welcoming today with the desk and the cast is going to be Maya making their Aurora Series debut. Maya, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited to be here for Aurora series for the first time for me. Super excited to watch the game and kind of see what we have going on here today. It's going to be, I think, a very exciting matchup. So I'm
Already into week
hyped.
three. Oh yeah, yeah. Seriously, we're already into week three completely.
Yeah.
It's already felt like so fast. Like the semester's gone by so quickly. Like classes already been like, hey, we're already getting ready for midterms. I'm like, what do you mean spring breaks in 2 weeks? I'm not ready
I
for this.
know
And
it's
it,
crazy and almost done with the group stages already too. Halfway through those, so it's
And
going.
speaking of like making like halfway through, we're gonna actually have a couple great teams today, including our reigning champions from the winter 2024 season. We got Fisher Fumblers making their 2025 debut after having a bye week in week one and not being able to play last week. So here they are, and here in week three, looking to make their grand debut against a really solid team in what do we call it? Mizzou Esports GC.
Yeah, I mean Mizzou so far has gone 2-0 this tournament, just kind of dominating their previous matchups. First map they managed to win in just two maps. Second map we did go to three and they were able to eke out that victory as well. So coming in without a loss, which is very exciting as well. Two very powerhouse teams. I think we're gonna see some great play today for sure.
And I know we're all esports people, and we're not a ton of us are traditional sports, but Mizzou people, if you're watching this, I'm an Arkansas Razorback fan. Woo pig. I know we actually don't care about this rivalry whatsoever, but know in my heart I will be secretly cheering against you guys this entire time.
Well,
This
I'll
is a
be
half joke.
secretly cheering for them then. We'll keep it even, okay?
Okay,
I'll
there
secretly
you
cheer
go. There,
for them. You
we'll keep it even
cheer
down.
against.
All right, and we're getting ready, so we're gonna go into map selection between these two teams, and let's see where we're going on. The meta has developed quite a bit, and with Masters going on right now, and we're
Yeah.
already off rip, getting a ban off Pearl and Bind. Looking at Lotus and Haven, so three map sites for both of these teams, and we're gonna see if a map three of Abyss, which we will be. That's gonna be interesting.
I think Abyss, I'm now hoping that we go to three maps because I think Abyss is such a fun map to watch play. With the fall potential and the different levels, that mid area that you can get some really great fights out of. I'm now rooting for a three map game here today. No question about it.
And I'm really excited to see Lotus and Haven, both of them. I'm a
Mhm.
big fan of these three site maps. Gives a ton of advantage to the attackers, which means we should hopefully see some really fast gameplay from both of these teams. But at the same time, allows the defenders to really take their time, really pick apart the offense if they play their cards right. And I'm sure both of these teams have come in with a ton of strategy, a ton of leeway and preparation in order to bring the best version of themselves. Again, we have not seen anything from Fisher. I was gonna say Fisher Esports. That is not the right name. We haven't seen anything from Fisher Fumblers at all, so they potentially can have a ton of things cooked up, especially with
Yeah,
the introduction of Tejo, the introduction of a bunch of new meta
exactly.
compositions. I'm really excited to see what we got.
I mean, speaking of Tejo, brand new agent, new initiator, just recently released within like the past month, and already, in competitive fields, in Masters, in Premier, we're seeing him with a really high pick rate. Like, I think he's starting to edge out Gecko as that second initiator you see. Typically, he's almost picked as often as Chet is, which is, I mean, saying something. So we definitely might see him here today for sure.
Oh, absolutely, and especially there's a couple of initiators, including Gecko's like lost an ability to like pick up his util, that time being increased right now, and abilities such as guided salvo and that stealth drone, giving the ability to have some really high firepower abilities, in addition to having a drone that a lot of
Yeah.
initiator agents don't have whatsoever.
And
Teo fills a
stealth drone
specific niche.
that stealth drone is specifically just like an elevated version of Sova's drone because it has the ability to suppress when you see agents. And I think that suppression is super key when you want to take a site. You can send out that stealth drone, clear a corner, and suppress your opponents all in one ability. I mean, it's insane.
And as we're speaking, again, first map is we're going to be going to Lotus. And as we're looking at Agent Select already, you can see the Tejo Vice Breach locked in already. I'm really excited for just the amount of util dump is going to be over on the A
Oh,
site.
yeah.
Rubble is going, not Rubble, Ruins is just going to be absolute, like, to
It
put it lightly,
really
hell to
is.
fight through.
Yeah, I mean, they do have, also that Ray is able to quickly take space with those satchels as well for your duelist. And then Smokes Agent as Omen, just a great all around Smokes Agent, able to push out many smokes because he does have that regen on his smoke ability. On the other side, we've got Neon as our duelist. Again, super fast takes with that. We also see that Breach and Teo combo, so it's going to be both sides of the team. And then Killjoy as the Sentinel, which I think is a great pick. Killjoy on Lotus can be super oppressive if played very intelligently. And then it looks like we also have a hovering on Omen and Omen locked in as well. So both teams will be running Omen as their smokes as well.
I'm really excited to be seeing the duelist matchup between the Neon and the Rays. You've seen the meta switch back and forth between which agents really gonna be taking priority in the meta. You have the Rays that has so much utility, a burst damage in the paint shells, plus the satchels, and of course that showstopper is absolutely huge in taking space and commanding space. Meanwhile, Neon with that overdrive can absolutely tear apart a team, but it's a lot more riskier and it does require a ton of mechanical prowess from their
Really
duelist player.
does.
But I'm
It
really
really
excited to
does.
see how these are going to affect one another. Again, the other difference between is going to be that Killjoy and that Vice, that
Mm-hmm.
wall, that sheer, as we were talking about earlier. It's going to be
Yes.
really brutal with both of these teams, but I'm really excited what we're going to get going on between these two sides.
Yeah, I mean that sheer, especially against a Neon, Neon runs in, triggers the sheer, and then you're stuck alone on site for not insignificant amount of time before that wall drops down and the rest of the team can join you. So that could be a really dangerous matchup right there for a skill as Neon Duelist. Oh, all right. Starting in the map, team leaning towards A. Big fight already on Bravo here. Corso already taking out one. Nimua taking out one as well. Tejo then trading back with Mariah taking out Tejo. So quick rubble fight with numbers quickly following in the way of Fisher. Now a 4v2 matchup scenario here. Still pushing towards the A height. Jenny Matrix catches Manifest out on that B, so that is no Sentinel for Fisher. 3v2, numbers looking a little better now. Plant going down, so time is now going to be in Fisher's favor. Looks like it's going to be Miz just slowly pushing their way, trying to figure out where on site is Fisher placed and located right now. You can see an Omen smoke going down to block off that first line of sight as we get a two-man push over here, looking to clear tree and looking to clear the rest of A. Very slowly and methodical here, spotting out Heaven, trying to figure out. Little spotted out by tree from Mariah, sending out that tremor, but taking out Jenny Matrix, taking out Mariah, well stunned. Very impressive trigger discipline right there. 2v2 now.
One
and
enemy
Omen is a
remaining.
little through the smoke. Sayaka and Nomura taking out Woodsy, so that's going to be first round to Fisher.
Really nice post plant positions over from Fisher. I really enjoyed what they had going on, having three players. Really nice stuff from Sekia, but it's just a shame that their other players from playing in drop just got one-shotted by that ghost. Really good stuff coming out from both of these squad. Tejo on Mizzou's side is going to be Silkez. I really like that first pick coming out of them, but at the end of the day, just Fisher seemed able to steamroll them towards the end of that. Now Mizzou, chance to just save these rifles, four stacking over to the A side, and they look like they might be able to gamble correctly, but with the weapon advantage towards Fisher, they're gonna have such an advantage going into this, assuming they don't make any major mistakes.
Looks like Fisher is going to slow push towards Rubble A, knowing they have weapon advantage. Spotting out Jenny Matrix already over on that long hold. Ringer sitting in tree, waiting for that push towards tree. We've got 4 men up all the way into Rubble, so just very slow push here, trying to play a little silent. Util getting ready. Stealth drone popping out, spots out one. Salvo's going out to block off that tree entrance. Couple shots fired, but nobody pushing through tree. Pushing now through towards B, where KJ has been waiting, guided Salvo clearing off those B angles. B has been fully taken over by Fisher now. KJ and Molly again blocking off that Heaven angle for a little bit as they push on. Plant just now going down with full site control belonging to Fisher. 4v5 numbers again in Fisher's favor. Big fight looks like we're going to have up here. Heaven blind sent out with that flash. couple more guided salvos and the smoke right now. Of course, though, taking out Sober Sushi, overcoming from C-Site with the rotate. We now got 3 stacked heaven. Guided salvo trying to clear off this angle a little bit more. A big sprays through the smoke. A little more from Teho here. Actually takes out Jenny Matrix with that guided salvo in the heaven area. Setting a little more out, but shot before the angle is fully cleared with the util. Falling back now. Looks like they've taken all but 1 out. Time not in their favor. Ew, whatever. Stuck in a corner, trapped between 2, and that is the 2nd round for Fisher as well.
I really liked the plan they had going on there. They had a little bit of an A split using that stealth drone from Muta, being able to kind of get over to the A main, opening the door at the same time. So really there was no choice for the side of Mizzou but just kind of feel overwhelmed by that pressure. And once they recognized Fisher, once they were able to recognize the stack over towards the A side, them being able to move right into that B side pivot, really great stuff coming out of it. They got a couple ultimates still a bit away for both of these squads, but you're really looking at that Teo ultimate potentially coming in just a moment.
Alright, instant salvo sent out looking towards that A pressure. Neon pushing all the way up Rebel here, spotting out over in Link a little bit of at least one. Teho sending out in response, but doesn't quite hit Neon off that angle. Smoke gone out as well to block a little bit of visibility, allowing them to make some space here towards Link. Have that guided salvo drone spot out. Spots out Teho as well, falling back now. Still no claim on site. Spike leaning towards A a little bit with Killjoy watching that C mound position. No heavy commit yet. Corso pushed all the way up into Link, spotted out by Jenny Matrix, and headshot instantly. Beautiful shot right there. Blind sent out, doesn't find anybody. Ringer still holding A with the help of Reed. A little more of a spike link here. Maria taking out Jenny Matrix and Teho with the Bulldog. Now pushing towards that B site, but it looks like Sober Sushi was ready and was able to take out Manifest before being traded out by Morena. Looks like they're going to push and plant on that. No plant, make the noise, but didn't push and fast run towards this C. Made a lot of noise B and now fast running to get this plant down C. As you can see, Miz was expecting them B. You can see them waiting in Link, expecting them there. But the team has ran all the way to C at this point, as Miz is just now finding out. Quickly trying to clear those corners. Time now on the side of Fisher. Looks like they're going to be pushing a 2-man through waterfall here, trying to catch a couple of those angles. Sayaka holding that waterfall, spotting the mountain, is going to send out an aftershock, waiting for it, spreads it out. Marina catching runner on the off angle and catching out you whatever, getting an ace for themselves right there in our 3rd round. Beautifully done.
Really off the back of Marina, like off in that Omen. Really great play. Again, I want to just praise Fisher. They have a really great strategy going on, bringing out those guided salvos to be able to create a ton of space for their Neon, and that just creates a huge opening. They're taking not only just all of A Rebel, but including breakable areas, so they have the chance to pivot into the B side if they want to, which they ended up going, but if they also have control of stairs if they want to. Opening door towards A. Ton of pressure either way. This time they're going to be running into the C side, potentially into this Vice defense, the first time that they've really explored this west side of the map.
Guided salvo catching Vice out, forced to fall all the way back of sight here, fighting the sheer trigger, of course, so triggering that sheer, but pushing onto sight irregardless. Got a couple smokes down. Ringer waiting here at door to push onto mount, see if he can catch one out. Doesn't quite do so, but knows there's a couple there, and Muta catching one out as well. Ringer taking out Sayaka, but Corso trading out, manifesting out Teo, Sober Sushi taking out Marina. Jenny Matrix gets a beautiful sheriff shot right there as well. Spike has now fallen down, has not been planted yet. Gonna have to be picked back up here. Watching that water mound door. Muta pushing all the way up here towards back of sight. Spot being held by Jenny Matrix. Doesn't get the shot, scared away a little bit. 2v3 right now. Guided salvo sent out, catches one waterfall, misses the other, but Corso ready for the trade. Knows there's only one. Last known area is back of sight. Here's the shot pop off, and it's taken by Jenny Matrix with a beautiful off angle, pushing down now to get the defuse and take the 1st round of this game for Miz.
Oh, Mizzou, what a thrifty round, and a much needed one at that. Really great shots coming out from both Jenny Matrix and their duelist player as well. Just phenomenal stuff from Ringer and Jenny Matrix. Like, at the end of the day, you hit shots, you win this game, but I'm really happy with just the way they went about that door opening over towards that mound area, able to find those couple of kills, and they're just playing the numbers once they got that man advantage. You saw Kurosu looking towards back the CT spawn, trying to get a numbers advantage, and despite a good amount of trades coming out, the numbers advantage was just too great for the side of Mizzou, and they're able to get their first round. Rifles now in the hands of the Mizzou squad, but a couple ultimates gonna be available for Fisher, and there's that overdrive already popped.
On overdrive, running through the guided salvo, doesn't care, clearing quickly A side, jumping up heaven, really fast push towards A here, throwing up that fast lane to fall back a little bit here, immediately claiming A site, but no picks taken out yet. Jenny Matrix has a one-way set up right now, waiting to see maybe Leon will push a little further. Spike is down, waiting now. We also have a Killjoy Molly blocking off that backside area too. Getting ready to push, but held back by that aftershock sent heaven. Ringer throwing out a bomb buddy and some grenades, looking for a kid. Looks like we have a Taeho ultimate as well coming out, trying to clear off that site. You can see that it just pushes Fisher off of their chosen angle. Taken out by that smoke one way. Ringer taking a Corso. Taeho getting one shot, but traded instantly by Morena once his location is revealed right there. Another round.
4 kills, like seriously. Most of their kills have come off of 2 rounds strictly, but I really like that adaptation for Fisher. You know, you have a round that got really close, you give it up at the very end into 1v1. What do you do to change the round? All right, we got overdrive, let's just burst it down, do what we do best. That was the previous round. Round 4 was the first round they went and explored that west side of the map. They went back to what works, hitting that A side with a big push. Mizzou now onto an eco round, have 3, maybe 4 ultimates coming online. This is just going to be see if they can do any bit of damage, maybe draw some ultimates from Fisher very early on.
Pushing up B, but going to be spotted out, binding into his stealth drone there, sending out guided salvos. Sayaka getting a pick on Ringer as he tries to push up a little bit there. Falling back now towards this A site a little bit. We have an Omen smoke going down to block off Jenny Matrix's view, but they are going to push up a little bit through that smoke and dodge the guided salvo. Plant going down, 4v5, that initial pick, putting numbers in their favor. Guided salvo sent out, doesn't quite spot on anybody. That smoke is dropping, and that's a beautiful pick from Jenny Matrix with Namuna taking out Teo as well at the same time. Sayaka caught with a little bit of util out right there, now holding sight in a 3v3, so even numbers here. Manifest does have this long angle that they might not be expecting, that they might not see. Throwing out the drone a little bit and a swamp grenade to clear. Sober Sushi with the eventual right there, and Jenny Matrix also caught out by Morena. Sober Sushi pressing that tree but falling back, maybe looking just to get one more pick, take rifles out of the hands. Liza taken out, get that one more pick before the spike goes off. It's another round for Fisher.
I like the retake coming out from Mizzou. They had a wonderful idea going out from the doors, able to get a couple picks. It just took a little bit too much time. The flank coming in towards the end from Sober Sushi, I believe, just was great. Just came out a little bit of late at the time. There wasn't enough time left on that defuse to be getting going. But now they have a couple of ultimates. They got 4 ultimates other than that Rolling Thunder. You're definitely should be seeing this showstopper potentially in for a retake, or potentially very early on for a big A hit. But Fisher is reading this correctly. Spike leading towards that C side of the map. They're going to wait out this pressure first to see if there's anything.
Very quick aftershock sent out, and a couple smokes already dropped. Jenny Matrix, Murray pushed up here towards the A, dropping the smoke as slow push towards C, which currently doesn't have any members of Mizzou on it. Probably spotting out a little bit of that util from Vice. Sober Sushi waiting to hear that util trigger. Triggers those thorns, gets spotted out a little by the drone, takes a couple shots, falls back. Got that Killjoy ultimate coming online now here. Looks like they're going to use that to take full control of C site. Corso pushing way towards the back of site here, looking to get a pick. Does on easy whatever. Sober Sushi taking Guerrera out. We got so many ultimates coming online here. We have Vice, we have Aftershock, we have Omen. Oh, Sober Sushi taking out Sayaka Marina, taking out Sober Sushi from that Omen TP. Corso hanging out on site, spotted out, and Ringer takes out Marina through the Molly there for Manifest taking out Ringer, Corso taking out Generatrix, and Manifest getting the final kill, able to take that round for Fisher as well, surviving 3 ultimates, the 2 of them combined.
Big ultimate fest, as is the game of any hero shooters. Really nice stuff coming out from Fisher. Even with all those ultimates being pressed, they really held on their angles, understood where these defenders were going to be coming and retaking from, and held that crossfire phenomenally. They did end up using that lockdown and that rolling thunder that fight, but they were able to manage to get off the Steel Garden and the opponent's Tejo's Silkill's annihilation as well. This time looking to be a little bit fast towards A.
A-site, real fast. Being able to claim rubble really quickly here. Little bit of gunfire through the smokes, but no shots quite hitting their mark. Ringer pushing up towards tree here. We got 3 on A. Looks like Manifest was able to catch Jenny Matrix out on the B side during a rotate here. We got a couple guided salvos coming out. Neon falling back, pressing that tree door, pulling out that util, but not actually committing to anything yet. As Sayaka moves towards the B site and gets the plant down. Team following with them here. B site fully claimed by Fisher with plant down, so we are in post-plant positions, numbers in their favor as well, thanks to Killjoy getting off that initial pick here. Corso hearing lots of footsteps, just holding, takes 1, takes 2, and Numea takes the 3. It is now only Sober Sushi, who has also been spotted out in location. Corso looking really weak here. Sober Sushi turns around and caught from behind by Corso. Round 4, Fisher as well there.
Fisher playing this phenomenally all the way throughout. They know they have the weapons advantage. They stick together. They explore just a little bit, allow their Killjoy and Manifest to just be able to get great timing onto the opponent over on that B side. It opens up, and one thing I really am impressed by this roster is whenever they get advantages, they're able to pivot so quickly. I see a lot of teams that sometimes get a little hard stuck on what their plan is or what they believe is the right side, but they're able to adapt very quickly and as a team rotate and fully move together as one unit. This time Mizzou's looking to play a little bit differently. 3 over on that C side, taking this mound pressure for the first time we've seen, but it has left the B side completely open. Only this Vice wall to really give any sort of information. It'll have to be a full team retake, assuming no picks go through.
That Vice wall immediately, but 2 go through here. Jenny Matrix holding up heaven, waiting. Guided salvo sent out as Ringer pushes through the door. Got out a little bit by that aftershock. We have that Razor coming into play, looking to pick off a couple. Jenny Matrix taking off Sayaka, throwing out that Razor. Doesn't catch anyone out, but is able to stop the plant from going down. We have the Omen ultimate coming out now to grab that. Pushing down towards the A side. Numa taking out Sober Sushi in a trade here. And Mizzou now has numbers in their favor, able to take out Numata as well. Spike is down, but we are looking at a 2v4 situation now for this hold. Here's a couple footsteps. Marina holding, spotted out by the drone, takes out 1, takes out 2, takes out 3. Ringer pushed onto this A site. Knows where Marina is, looking to get a shot off. Corso taking in that smoke, waiting to hear that tap. Paranoia sent out, and Corso getting the final pick of the round for Fisher to take their 8th round here today.
You know, there was a lot of parts of that round. Phenomenally done. I just want to say, I wanted to bring this up later on, but there was such a great big brain moment. Sekia had the spike, and once that raised rocket went up, Sekia went into, towards elbow, towards C connector, drops the spike because they realized, hey, this spike is out in the open, and then Marina TPs from A, picks up the spike, and is able to get that spike down rather than leaving it in dangerous position, having to cross over in the CT. Fisher is playing on a completely different level right now, and we are not stopping this train.
Pushing up really fast towards A here, looking to get a pick. Through the corner, spots out at least 1, knows there's some there. Lots of noise. Overdrive coming out. 1, 2, 3 for the overdrive with Corso to take that A site. A lot of space. Jenny Matrix falling back, gets a headshot, taking out Corso now. 2v4. Plant is down, so time is now in Fisher's favor. Blinded for a second, Jenny Matrix spotted out, shot out, taken out by Marina. Sober Sushi, only 1 left alive, also taken out by Marina for Fisher to take this round here as well with a lovely little 3K to open the round by Corso.
bit of a full house from the two fraggers of the side of Fisher. Marina and Kurosu really coming alive. 13-5, 18-4 for the duelist and the controller for this Fisher squad. Really great plays. They're 9-1, one away from double digits, and they have been in complete command of this entire map. They're going to be running to a 3-stack. Potentially Mizzou's one and only chance to get another round into this. They need it desperately. They have the tools to do so, but they got to be able to stop this freight train.
Again, the guided salvo clearing up enough space for very easy rubble take. We have the aftershock coming out already, standing for so throwing the fast lane, trying to dodge. The guided salvo taking out Numata, Ringer taking out Corso, so two already. Manifest taking out Sober Sushi again on that B site. Exact same we saw. Manifest taking out Jenny Mitsu and Teo as well from a really good angle here on that B site. Throwing out that swamp grenade a little bit onto Ringer there as the team rotates quickly towards the seaside. Knives out running. They know that Sober Sushi is gone, so they do not have to worry about that Vice util anymore. Getting that plant down. Sayaka pushing all the way towards defender spawn here, trying to spot one out as Mizzou quickly rotates now. Looks like they're going to be coming from a mound position for this fight. 3v2, so numbers not in their favor. Sayaka's going to be sitting in this Omen Smoke mound, you know, looking to get a pick, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a fight here on our hands. Spots out Ringer. It's traded out by E whatever, so now 1v2, but E whatever does have their location now revealed, so they're gonna have to fight two people simultaneously. Making noise doesn't matter. Sending out the paranoia, dodges it, gets the shock on Marina. 1v1. Is they gonna have enough time to be able to defuse a spike? They are not. They're gonna have to back up and save a gun instead. Falling back, that is Fisher's round as well. They're putting them into the double digits. 10 rounds.
Last round before the switch.
That is just phenomenal lurking coming out from Manifest. That Killjoy multiple times, as you had mentioned, had been able to get into the B side, able to get one or two, but this time not having any true Sentinel utility other than that Vice wall, able to creep into the B, find 3 picks, even though Mizzou had the numbers advantage, able to find 2 off of that Rolling Thunder. Absolutely heartbreaking from the side of Mizzou. Have one more chance to get something on the defense, and then they'll be switching over to attackers round. They do got that Tejo ult coming out from Silkos in a couple seconds. Still got a bit away, but the big fight over towards Mount.
Immediately looking for fight, traded out by Sober Sushi, but Marina immediately securing that kill behind. Tejo now the only one over on C as he waits for his teammate to rotate, falling back, which allows Fisher to claim that C site fully there and start putting that plant down. We are in a 2v4. Unfortunate numbers. Tejo spotting out Sayaka beyond that smoke. Unfortunate positioning. Got that ultimate coming out as well to clear that back of site area. Couple sprays going through. Jenny Matrix dodging it and then pushing back up. Team playing together, sending out the stealth drone to see if they can spot out maybe 1 or 2. Throws out the paranoia, clears the corner. They're taking out Manifest, Jenna taking out Numa. Now at 2v1, so numbers have traded. Marina taking out 1, falls back, now trying to play the time game. Listening for that tap and spraying, preparing those smokes. Here's the tap, is looking, doesn't Virginia, you know what they say about fake tapping. Doesn't hold. I don't think they're gonna make it in time. Just playing a little bit, takes out, and the clutch from Marina to put this at 11-1 to end Fisher's attack rounds.
Switching sides.
Fisher Fumblers are rating Aurora Series Valorant champions for good reason. Absolutely, to put it lightly, dominating performance coming off of Marina, coming off Kurosu, but just really great team play. They've had a wonderful strategy going into it, and as I mentioned, they've had a couple weeks to prepare. They have had a couple weeks to rest as well, and really coming into fruition. It's 11 rounds on their attacking side. Is going to be plenty for Fisher to work with. Mizzou now looking to see if they can get a couple rounds, potentially get, like in my opinion, potentially get some rounds to boost the morale. Look towards Haven as potentially a better chance to win this, because right now Fisher just is in the driver's seat this entire way around.
Sure, so first attack round here. Guided salvo's coming out. Looks like Fisher does want that rubble control, and they are going to get it as Mizzou falls back towards this C site that's going to be held by Marina. Freddy with that paranoia holding it. spotted out by the util, shot a little bit, but able to get the kill on Ringer, who has been taken out. Sober Sushi taking out Kurisu, so 3 instant kills right there. Sayaka taking out Sober Sushi. C-Site now under the full control of Mizzou, which is great news for them. Able to get the plant down. Time now in their favor. Post plant, gonna see how they hold this. Looks like all 3 falling back towards rubble to hold here. So they have numbers on their side, and they're just gonna hold and wait for tap. Would be my guess is their plan here. They do have it planted for that rubble spot out here as Fisher begins to push up onto site.
One enemy
Knows they're holding rubble. Teho getting the kill on Manifest. Sayaka pushing out, unable to do much, taken out by whatever. First round on attack. Mizzou able to pull out the win. That's got to be great for their mental right there.
Really great pistol round coming out from Mizzou. Love the little push towards C, having a little bit of pressure elsewhere. Really great way to start that off. They're going to be able to be rewarded handsomely. Vandal, 2 Guardian Specters, or a Stinger potentially. Ultimate's already leading towards Sober Sushi and whatever potentially. Ringer looking like they're going to be on that Spectre, going to be leading the charge, and they're going to once again head towards that C side, and that seems to be the correct spot. Fisher has 4 stacked over to on that 8 side. They're going to be running into Manifest on that Killjoy with just a classic and potentially a couple mollies.
Run out that molly, sending out the stealth drone, trying to see if they can spot out C. Looks like Manifest is going to fall back here and let the side be had, keeping numbers pretty even here. Throws the swamp grenade to try and delay the plant a little bit so that the rest of Fisher can rotate over to this C side to fight with him. Not able to do a lot to delay the plant. Tail drone's also coming out, but the spike is now planted down. We do have a 5v5. You know, guns in favor of Mizzou. They're going to be holding a little bit of an omen smoke on the spike here. Just waiting. Looks like Manifest is going to start pushing up a little bit. Ringer spots out a couple, throws that grenade, is blinded and stunned. Manifest and Namada each taking out 1, but Teho, Sober Sushi with their stingers, able to take out quite a few. Teho finishing things off against Sayaka, able to secure that second round as well. We'll see if they can transform this into a bonus in this 3rd round here as well, which would be really great.
A little bit of risky play, planning for Mound. Planning for Mound, but you know, they played on site, had the weapons advantage, paid off in the end, still kills. Over on that Teho, 2 away from that annihilation. That is something that you definitely want to be keeping an eye on. Potentially could be, Armageddon. But that Armageddon could be coming up huge, especially when you want to kind of snowball this momentum all the way through. Rifle's going to be bought from Fisher, and they're going to be playing more conventional. 2-2-1, this Neon Marina, this 1-2 punch playing towards the seaside. This could be devastating if they play the cards right.
Spinning out the blind and the stuns, pushing, blinded, taking out 1, 2 right there already. Now falling back from that mound fight, unable to secure. Sober Sushi getting the spot on Kurisu atop mound there. Muda sending out the drone, spotting out 2. They know exactly where their enemies are. And you can see Manifest looking for a little bit of a flank here. Doesn't matter, Numada able to take out Jenny Matrix. Sober Sushi taking out Numada. Needs to move quickly here. Doesn't quite realize that there are 2 behind him.
No idea.
Here's them, catches 1, but Manifest securing that trade right away.
Map point for Fisher, but Mizzou with a really nice play. But as I mentioned, Marina and Kurosu, just a 1-2, just that power punch. 22-8 for the Omen, 17-10 for the Neon. But Mizzou looking a lot better. They'll have some rifles. They got some ultimates going on for this upcoming round. I'm really excited to see what they got going on. Looking towards that C site once again, and that is going to be where the weak is. Only that Killjoy setup plus Manifest themselves is only going to be there. This time, we're going to see what's going to be able to going on.
Again, Marina pushing up that B long just a little bit, but it looks like once more Mizzou is going to be leaning towards this C mound area. Makes a little bit of noise, tapping that ult or looking to see if they can spot out. Manifest falling back towards Waterfall. Util is destroyed. Alarm bot is triggered. We have that Vice ultimate coming out, taking away any primary weapons of those caught out in it. Corso pushing up, spots a couple out, waiting for this smoke to drop. Plant going down, sprays through and takes out Jenny Matrix. Plant is secured though. Throwing up that fast line and pushing out. Ringer able to take out 1. Marina taking out Ringer in exchange with the Judge right there. Corso dodging those guided salvos, spots out 1. Blinded, has to look away. Still falling back and on site. We have that Armageddon coming out here. Big fight. Teo taking out Manifest. You would ever taking out Corso as they were forced to move from their positions due to that annihilation. Marina behind, making some footsteps with Numata watching. Spotted out by Teo, jumping up through to see through the smoke right there. Numata now has to defuse if they want to win the round. Unable to get it in time, falling back now. Potentially getting one more takeoff on Teho before falling back and taken out by the spike.
Muta will have Armageddon. I want to just bring that up. But really nice stuff coming out Mizzou. They felt what's working. They're just going to keep doing that. Excellent post-plant utility. And one thing I'm happy about, using ultimates when you feel like you need to. Sometimes teams and players like to hold on to those ultimates waiting for the perfect moment. But when you are down at 7, 8, 9 rounds, just like Mizzou is right now, you got to make sure every round counts. I love the momentum. I'm loving their playing. They seem a lot more coordinated altogether. Perhaps moving over to the attacker side is exactly what they needed. Fisher now on an eco round 4 stacking over onto that C side, and Mizzou reading it perfectly, switching it up, moving over onto that A side where once again Manifest is going to be staring down the barrel of 5 Mizzou Tigers.
Now then, full mount has been cleared, so that's going to tell Fisher that, you know, Mizzou is going to be B or C. Opening up that tree, fast push, sending out Saj to clear that tree. We have a 4-man push up through tree right now. Manifest the only one on site, spotted out, taken out by Ringer. So full site control now in the hands of Mizzou, getting that plant down. Unaware that Marina is right there on the flank. Spotted out by Sober Sushi, though. He's going to be sending a couple shots here, trying to hold Marina where they are. Ringer falling back as well. More util overdrive falling out by Kursu, taking out Ringer. Sober Sushi taking out Marina, who tries to push with that. You would ever taking out Kursu. Holding right there that tree, taking out one. Looking for a shot, misses. Teo taking out Numata. So now we have a 3v1 numbers in favor of Mizzou. Sending out that Teho util just to stop the plant for a little longer and spotted out by Teho. This round goes to Mizzou as well.
Really nice stuff coming out. They understand they had the weapons advantage, had a couple ultimates if they needed. Really just wanted to force out what they could, and getting Kurosu's overdrive out was a really great play. They're going to be forced onto a Guardian now. The buy isn't perfect from Fisher. They've been half investing, you know, getting a little bit sheriffs, getting a little bit greedy, and it's going to start to fall back. However, 4 ultimates in the hands of Fisher. They should be able to retake very easily. Mizzou's got to be able to read this, play this very carefully, and it seems like that is going to be the case. 3 stack over onto the B. They're going to be pushing out fairly quickly.
Look at the default here. Spike no longer being taken at any site yet. Just trying to get a feel for where Fisher is. Marina gonna be pushing up and trying to clear this mound area. Is able to do so for the team. Fisher now clearing mound. Mizzou quick rotating over towards this A site, sending out a couple spikes. Blinds. Manifest gonna be the one holding down this A site with that Killjoy. Turret taken out, so some information gained for Fisher now, as Mizzou is gonna push up again through tree, sending a couple shots out here. Marina is also now on that A side. Ringer taking out Manifest before that smoke fully drops here. Sayaka stuck by a Razor Vine with Sober Sushi taking full advantage of that. Sitting now on the tier that's been taken out. Marina taking out one, pulled back, got the Razor coming out, but taken out by Marina before whatever is able to make the trade. 3v2 now. Sober Sushi sitting up here towards the lane. Spotted out though, but Tandy Matrix able to take out Korosu, and Sober Sushi able to take out Numata. Mizzou securing their next round right there.
I've got
one step at a time. One step at a time, you know. Really impressive stuff. 13-12. Now it's 3 in a row for the side of Mizzou. Once again, they'll have rifles in the hands. Eco and a save round for the side of Fisher. Really great stuff from Mizzou. I'm loving the protocol they're having. They're really playing a lot more comfortable, as I was mentioning last round. They seem to know exactly how they want to play. Perhaps attacker side exactly how they want to go about. Haven's going to be definitely interesting, but don't count them out here on Lotus quite yet. It's still a long ways to go, but there definitely is some hope in the side of Mizzou.
whole bunch of util thrown at the start of this round to prevent Mizzou from just pushing onto rubble immediately. They waited out and now push to take the site. Sayaka holding this long here, but blocked out by a smoke. Numata on the B site, ready to rotate through. No one currently on A site as Mizzou pulls out, clearing with the stealth drone towards that A, is able to begin their push through tree. Starting to fight here with Heaven, you know, some shots sent to a smoke, but nobody getting a pick quite yet. You know, you got Sayaka sitting back here, rolling cuts like they're waiting for that spike, being pushed out, followed by Kerr. So Ringer taking out one, Numata taking out Teo, and Sayaka taking out Ringer, and whatever taking out Sayaka. Big gunfight there with Sober Sushi winning against Manifest. A couple more spotted out by the Paranoia, blinded for a sec, forced to deny. Whatever falling back, taking out Morena with Jenny Matrix from behind, taking out Numata on the other side right there. Able to potentially get planned down, not quite, but they did win the round. Mizzou now 7-12. Slowly but surely, they're bringing it back here.
That rolling thunder from Sekio, I thought that was going to be the nail in the coffin, but holy moly, Ringer able to get a stunned up kill with that Phantom was just enough to give the Mizzou the time to reset, to find cover, and then reset, find the kills, and move as a pack, able to find and take the rest of Fisher one at a time, not letting themselves give out 1v1s, training with one another perfectly, and taking fights together in duos or in trios. Really nice stuff coming out of Mizzou. That is high level play. But this time, Fisher pushed all the way through A already. 3 players just making so much noise in space. That wall's going to be triggered just as a little bit of bait, but the C side's where Mizzou's ending.
They are leaning towards that C site, able to hold Manifest back. Looks like we also have the Rolling Thunder coming out. Sober Sushi taking out Numata, Jenny Matrix taking out Marina, but Sayaka taking out 2, both Sober Sushi and Jenny Matrix in trade. So really even numbers still. Spike is planted. Big fight here. Ringer taking out Zed, Manifest taking out Teo, Sayaka taking out Ringer, Manifest taking out M whatever. And that is going to be the final nail that they needed to take out Mizzou and claim Lotus for Fisher. First map.
Defenders
right there.
A mountain just a little bit too high to climb for the side of Mizzou, but excellent work from them coming back from an 11-1 half, able to make that a little bit competitive towards the end, but our reigning champions in Fisher Fumblers were able to really assert their dominance when the ultimates came up, and once they had a read on how Mizzou was going to play, really came together, had a great defensive round, and picked apart that post plan before it really even started on that last round. Excellent stuff coming out from Fisher. Really excited to see what they have going on for this rest of the series as we get into our stats.
So let's take a look here. We can see the MVP for both teams, Marina. We saw a lot of those great Omen plays, being able to, achieve that ace right towards the beginning of the map, which really just puts your team in a very confident mood, and then we see on the other side, Sober Sushi, also that MVP, being able to hold down, and especially on that attack, which you wouldn't expect from a Sentinel, able to really get some great plays on a couple lurks there, and really able to help the team in their post-plant scenarios.
This game was really decided on Fisher's attacking side. Their ability to have burst power in Marina and Kurosu, combined with the double initiators in Namuta and Sekia, but also having Manifest on that lurk was absolutely huge. Over on the side of Mizzou, again, towards the attacker side, they were able to get 6 rounds, 5 in a row towards the very end, 4 in a row towards the very end. Really great stuff, especially from Silkas on that Tejo. Really good utility towards the end once they were able to start consistently be able to farm up his utility, getting their players into great advantages, and Sober Sushi playing really well, 22-14, especially on that first half. Did not look like that was going to be the case, but excellent work from the Sentinel coming out from the Tigers.
I know. I mean, talk about comeback. I mean, you're down 9 at the end of the attack half. Mental's probably not great, and then able to secure round after round after round to end the map. 7-13 is really impressive from Mizzou. Being able to come back like that, even though they didn't win the map, just the tenacity, really, that what it was to be able to go and reclaim so many rounds from Fisher. It's got to help your confidence, especially going into this second map, not being stomped so hard and knowing, hey, we got this, we can do this. I think it's going to be an exciting second map. Both teams very strong sure.
All right, and absolutely, as you're saying, that second map of Haven's going to be an absolute hay burner potentially, but we're going to take a quick break, let the players and us rest. We'll be right back for the second map of this best of 3 series. And welcome back to week 3 of Aurora Series Valorant here for the 2025 spring semester. I'm Janice, I'm joined by Maya, and we have just witnessed a very strange map 1 between the side of Mizzou Esports GC and Fisher Fumblers, with Fisher being able to take a commanding, at least on paper, 13-7 lead.
Yeah, as you're mentioning on paper, but we saw in that last map when these half switched and Mizzou was able to take on attack, they were able to secure quite a few rounds before the map ended. We might see a similar situation here again on Haven. It's another 3-site map, so we might again see some similar plays, maybe something different. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they pull out. What they learned from the last 3-site map, realistically, is what we're looking for.
Absolutely. And, very quickly on, we're going to get into agent select. So we're going to see relatively standard Haven compositions. You're seeing the classic Jet, Omen, Sova. Breach I haven't seen in a hot while. I know Breach is a very contentious agent here on the side of Haven because some teams are like, let's go new Valorant. Let's throw in the Fade. Let's throw in let's throw in a Neon instead. But we're going to get a very standard Haven composition over on the right side. Sober Sushi locking in that Killjoy. And it looks like we're going to get mirror compositions between both of these squads. It's really going to come down to who's got the best gunplay. And if you ask me, between both of these teams, who is mechanically outperforming right now, you're looking over the side of Fisher Fumblers on the left. Going to be starting on the defense. Kurosu and Marina absolutely tore apart on Lotus on their attacking side of Lotus. Just came out and with guns blazing, able to just take over 11 rounds on the attacking side for them. But towards the end, as we were mentioning for Lotus, for the side of Mizzou, they were starting to get a grasp on things. All players were going to be all agents were starting to hit shots. They were looking really great, especially with the pistols on those thrifty rounds. And once they felt like they had the momentum, able to set the pace themselves, that's when they seemed the most comfortable. And going into Haven, they're going to be able to start on that attacking side. So they're going to be able to set the pace. They're going to be the ones to able to set the tone of how they want Haven to be played and potentially how they want the rest of the series to go if they want to be able to take what I would consider an upset win against Fisher.
For sure. I mean, we see their comp. It's a very standard comp. So that means we can see a lot of different tempos of play as the game goes on, being able to change up and control that map. Starting on attack, we saw that it was their stronger side on Lotus. I wonder if we'll see the same thing here today on Haven as well. If they're able to take, 6-7 rounds that first half and really secure a lead, we might just see this upset you're talking about here today. Very exciting.
Again, I'm really excited to see them on their attacking side first. Going down 11-1, it's such a morale killer at times, but they come back out of it, win the pistol, win their anti-eco, and get 4 rounds afterwards. Really great start, and they're going to be running it down C into Manifest once again. It feels like this Killjoy is always under fire on the defense, but the perfect counterplay coming out from the side of Fisher, pushing through B. It's going to be a fast retake.
This is fast. Out. Ringer pushing all the way towards the back of C side to clear a little bit of space here. Plant already down, so very fast take here, sending out that blind. Shots being thrown. Ringer able to take out one. Marina trading, Nevada trading. Real fast trades here, but numbers ending up in the favor right there. 2v3 here. Silva holding spots one now last alive. Spotted out by the util and taken out by Kurosu, like you were talking about. Getting that defuse for that first round to go towards Fisher right there.
Was that important?
Really nice push out. Really great protocols from both of these teams. And, sometimes the pistol, they're set strategies, so there's not a lot of counterplay other than being able to prepare for what the other team has done in the past. But I really enjoyed what Fisher were doing, moving it right towards the B site. Understanding, especially if you look towards Lotus, how Mizzou loved running down a site, and once they hit the site, they're go, go, go. And Manifest, feeling that pressure, backs out, waits to play the 5v5, and the numbers advantage just swarm, and they're able to take over that site with Sober Sushi still in the back. Anti-eco now for Fisher. 2 Guardians, 2 Spectres, a Sheriff in the hands of Kurosu. Mizzou just trying to see if they can get any damage done.
Kurosu gonna push off of that Sova Dart, spotting out one, sends out a shot but falls back. Very slow play here initially, just trying to feel out where everyone is on the map at the moment in time.
Exploring is what they're doing and trying to get a gauge on how Fisher want to play their defense. Kurosu pushed all the way up, looking for a fight. They got all this A main control with Muta also pushing up. So it looks like Manifest going to be the one taking this pressure once again.
Line sent out immediately with Ringer and the Sheriff taking out Manifest. Quick push here toward fight in Garage. Marina falling back, just trying to shoot a couple thugs through with that gun there. Throwing out a little bit of cover, taking that C site once more, sending out the Sova Dart late to try and spot out who might be sitting back at site as they get set up in their post-plant positions here. Kurosu also pushing up through Garage. Jenny Matrix running into 3 there, with Numata taking out Jenny Matrix and Kurosu securing the trade. You were never able to take out Marina though. Quick push out Garage now here on the site. One taken out, but Sayaka getting 2 with the stinger. But she able to take out the last 2, securing the for Mizzou.
There we go.
What a post plant coming out from Mizzou. Of course we're going to be talking about Sober Sushi, that classic, absolutely disgusting, but what a the Rifty from Mizzou, what a pace changer to start things off. Love the way we were playing so patient, feeling out the defense of Fisher, and then hitting that Garage, great utility, and then just being able to play the crossfires, play with the one rifle they had going on, plus that Sheriff, some kills go trading back and forth, and they're able to take a huge round. What a momentum swing and pendulum shift for both of these squads, and now Fisher looking to try and make a little bit of their own play.
For sure. We got Ringer pushing up here towards Garage, really far in here to claim a lot of this mid space already for Mizzou. Looks like they're gonna back up off the space they claimed though. Just clearing a couple angles. Really slow start here for Mizzou.
They pushed all the way through for Fisher. They pushed all the way through A, backed off that space once they didn't see any immediate pressure, and rotated over that C side, hoping for a stack, but Mizzou playing this really well, playing quiet, patient. They don't have a ton of space, and off of that, Fisher's already rotating back onto the A side. It's going to be a 3-stack this Mizzou offense is going to be running into. Not a lot of weapons on Fisher, but this drone should be able to spot out one, potentially. No, Marina's going to be the one to spot that first body out. Here we go.
Marina, Ringer dashing onto site, looking to get a pick. Gets one, but taken out by Marina with the classic. Sober Sushi getting the trade there. Kurosu sitting in this, forced to push out by those mollies here. Spots out, but taken out by you, whatever, with the guns in their favor. You whatever getting 2 more to secure the round again for Mizzou. Losing only 1 gun in that fight as well.
Really clean attacking side. I'm loving the patience. On Lotus, we saw a lot of quick executes, just like kind of death ball style. Hey, let's hit the C side, let's run it down and blow up Manifest, because it always seems like Manifest is on the other side of that death ball. But this time, it's really patient play, playing together as a team, carving out space, making a path for themselves. This time we might see a change of pace though. Mizzou having a little bit of a weapons advantage, looking to potentially death ball it right into this C side. 4 players leaning towards there.
Marina jump peeking, trying to spot out. Gets hit by a little bit of bullet, just a little chip damage. Sending out that Sova Dart to spot out one, and blinded. Sending out the Paranoia in response. Ringer pushing all the way up on the site with the dash. Spots out. Marina takes out that heavy hitter right there. Manifest falling back all the way, allowing Mizzou to take that C site once more. Plant going down with their utility. Sober Sushi spots out one, traded out by Numata over in that mid area. Now leaning again towards this back of site push here from CT. A little bit of cover. Ringer holding where that push might be coming. Oh, Sova ultimate coming out right away, able to take out Ringer. M whatever takes out Manifest, but Sayaka trading back, taking out M whatever. 2v2 right now. Sending out that Sova drone. Spots out one, but the Sova Dart in response is able to prevent any move. Starting that defuse now, Numata able to secure the trade. Jenny Matrix just waiting, unable to get the kill before that defuse is complete. That is going to be the first next round for Fisher. So 2-2 right now.
Numata able to grab that Hunter's ultimate mid-round, able to find a couple attacks, really great damage coming out from the Sova, and Fisher really just phenomenal job with that retake, playing that nice and patient all the way through. They're not going to have a phenomenal buy this round, but they'll still be very solid all the way around, as I believe we're in a bit of a pause for just a moment, potentially, maybe, I'm not sure. the timer stopped. And we're just hanging out for a second, but Mizzou playing really well. They're going to be having a couple ultimates coming online. They have whatever's Rolling Thunder to really burst open a side or play for a retake. Ringer has the knives for potentially an eco round, so you shouldn't see him here in round 5. But there's Sova. Will be able to have the Hunter's Fury. Silkels has been playing really well. Don't look at the 0-3-0, but like especially over towards Lotus, they were playing really well with their util. And hey, if you don't see a Sova on the scoreboard, that means they're playing their life. They're playing very well. For the side of Fisher, I'm really enjoying what they had going on that last round, playing nice and patient on that defensive side. Able to find their advantages late in that fight, waiting for that retakes, waiting for the side of Mizzou to make mistakes, and I think that's where Fisher is going to thrive, when they're able to take advantage of their opponent's mistakes. They know that they're the better team. They should be the better team, especially on their own map pick of Haven. They gave up a thrifty round there in round 2, not something you're exactly proud of, but they're coming back, playing much better as a unit, and as we're approaching this, the halfway point of this first half, we're really starting to see the team start to come to life, starting to see exactly how they want to play. Rifles are going to be in the hands of both of these squads, potentially. You might see Kurosu pull up a Sheriff or a Light Shields of a Guardian. Marina, yet to buy anything, so we're yet to see what we're going on. Folks, we are in a tech pause right now, and I quote from my producer, reason unknown. So we'll figure out what that is as we're waiting on, but meanwhile, we're just kind of yapping. How are you doing?
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is such an exciting game, I am so excited to see Mizzou really start to play things more cautiously. Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge fan of hurry up and wait, and I love to see those like quick little pushes to get some info and then you wait. I think, that's a great strategy that we can see here while we're in the tech pause. I mean, the other great thing about a tech pause is it gives our teams time to strategize. They've had 4 rounds now on this map, kind of getting a feel for how others are playing, and I think that's my favorite thing, is when we do get little tech pauses, teams get a chance to kind of go a little more in depth with their coaches and with themselves and figure out what they want to do. I mean, I just love watching Valorant, so talk about
I love the term of hurry up and wait. That just feels so real for both of these teams. And the tech box is over. We are going right back into this thing. And the spike's still kind of in spawn, looking like a little bit of a patient play as I say that. No, it's getting aggressive towards A.
Ringer spots out Corso. We might have a little jet battle here. Corso dashing back from that with a smoke. Sober Sushi's going to be sitting mid right now. Made some noise A, but team is falling back now towards the C side. It looks like they're not going to commit once they spotted out 1 to 2 there potentially.
Oh, look we're going back into Manifest. Look at Manifest is about to, be the ones to take a 4v1. Who would have guessed? Here's the execute.
Ringer dashing onto site immediately. Couple Sova darts thrown out, but no hit here. Manifest holding Garage right now. Sober Sushi on the other side of that door. Plant is down. Numata is going to send out that drone to try and clear a little space towards that mid as well. Corsu on a flank right now. We got that breach sending out Corsu with that flank catching out Sova. Beautifully done. Sober Sushi, though, catching Manifest right back. Ringer taken out by 3, Sayaka. Even ever taking out 2. Now we are in a 1v2 situation. It's just Sober Sushi.
Enemy remaining.
Race through, but is there going to get that in time? Half right now. Throws the Swamp Grenade. Just spraying, waiting for the tap. Expects it to be held. Is not, and is taken out by Kurosu of Fisher.
Kurosu, what a phenomenal little micro play right there. Able to get the spike to half, allowing their breach to take the brunt of that force, and able to, at the very last minute, get off that defuse, find that kill under Sober Sushi, who's been phenomenal on this flank. I know the last map we talked about Manifest on the attacking side for Fisher being one of the key reasons they won, like that map, that round 12 with that huge 3K. But on the other end, Sober Sushi, the Sentinel for Mizzou, playing really well into that lurking role. They'll have the lockdown going into this next fight. Potentially could be huge in that post plan as Fisher is looking to push all the way through B.
Knives immediately, Corsu dashing all the way up through mid to clear that B. Ringer also pulling out the knives at the same time. Manifest not pulling back, instead going to be holding. Throws a swamp grenade, catches out 2. Ringer gets 1, Corso gets 1. Ringer gets 3 more. That's 4 for Ringer, looking potentially for this ace now. A 2v1 as Marina pushes back through CT.
They're so cautious, Marina Band. They've been huge, and they're gonna push into C.
Might run into a crosshair here, and they do! Right there. Beautiful play from Marina, my goodness.
What a clutch from the Omen down to the 1v2, and I understand Ringer was low HP, but you know, Mizzou got a little nervous. They didn't know where that last Omen was, trying to make a play together. Love the thinking right there, but Marina just absolutely hits those shots. It feels like they will not miss when it comes to that, and that forces Mizzou into 3 losses in a row. They're onto an eco buy. They did invest those knives from Ringer, and now they're going to be on a little bit of the back foot this time, potentially looking for a different play into the garage push this time, but they need something to change.
Very slow push-up garage here, making a lot of footsteps and north toward B. Sovado already going out. Sayaka falling back, throwing a little util to try and prevent this push out. Sova also throwing out the drone to spot one. You know, all kind of bunched up right now towards this B. Corsu again on a flank, catches out Sober Sushi. Big fight here, B, with Corsu taking out Devin, Marina taking out Ringer, and then Marina taking out Sova for a flawless victory here on that round.
Full house once again for the side of Fisher, Marina, and Kurosu. That 1-2 punch, as I was mentioning once again. I feel like I just mentioned this duo time and time again, but they really are the ones to come up big in that round, finding their kills respectfully. And now Mizzou, once again, they're going to have rifles this time. They were on eco buy. They have the Hunter's Fury in the hands of their initiator, Silkels, and that lockdown once again from Sober Sushi. So some big utility and big chances to potentially get this round, but they're going to be running into Kurosu once again.
Kurosu not caught out by any of that utility, so I'm going to be standing here. Catches one, dashes back. Just getting that initial pick to put numbers in their favor. Ringer jumping a little bit. Gonna run into 2 rifles right there. Numata taking that final kill here. Sober Sushi able to take out Numata, but instant traded by Kurosu. Kurosu also gets Jenny Matrix. Cashes up and gets Sova as well on that 30 health right there. I mean, talk about a play by Kurosu.
Kurosu set up by their Bree, Sekia holding that fault line down, able to. It's just a classic Haven play. Their breach holding down sewers, their Jet just dashing forward, able to grab a pick, dashing away, and able to get 3 more on that fight. They're already 1 away from Blaze, and they just used it the previous round. 6-2 for the side of Fisher. Mizzou now looking for answers once again. Sheriff's in the hand, couple ultimates as I mentioned, but they haven't been able to find anything. Maybe this death ball over into this A side's the answer, but Kurosu's right there for the response.
Looking spotted out by the turret, so unable to get a pick off that immediate flank. Able to take out Sova, but traded by Jenny Matrix immediately. So numbers still equal here. Big presence on A site right now. 3 of Fisher over on A site, and it looks like Mizzou kind of realizes this and is falling back after making some noise. Potentially looking to rotate to a different site. They do have the time for a little bit of a slow rotate right now. Sova drone trying to clear that sewers area. Pushing up towards the mid. It looks like we might see a garage to see here. And Manifest looks like it's ready for it. Spots one out with the alarm bot. Getting ready. Standing in this smoke. Jumps through the smoke. Spots one on. He hit right there. Taking some significant damage and able to fall back. Sober Sushi getting that final shot here, but now known see Marina again taking out 2 right there. Sober Sushi spotted out by Marina. Jumps up all the way through garage.
30 seconds left.
There's footsteps. Sayaka low. Marina's still full health. 1v3 right now. Kind of trapped in that garage. And Marina catching out Sober Sushi as well for another victory for Fisher right there.
They are playing confident once again. You know, I was a little bit worried that Fisher would feel a little demotivated after that thrifty round, after, you know, giving up 4 or 5 in a row over on Lotus, but their mental has been absolutely solidified. They are playing confident. Kurosu just pushing up mid off of the back of their initiator utility. That's, once again, is the sign of our defending champions. There's a reason why they have played practically flawlessly last semester, and this semester is no difference. They are playing very clean, especially as Kurosu's got the knives once more.
Pulled out immediately, waiting. Here's some footsteps over here down this A link, ready to dash. Walks into the crosshair of Kurosu right there, spraying through the smoke. No one thought it was there. Sober blind, taking out and whatever. Sober Sushi able to take out out Kurosu, but instantly traded by Sayaka. Silva finished it off by Numata for another Fisher round right there.
I think they're good at this game. I think I just want to say that I think both of these teams are very good at the game. You know, am I good at Valorant? Not particularly. I am not good mechanically. So seeing like, these teams that are just so good at just hitting heads, hitting shots, and playing together off of each other's utility, the trades are phenomenal. Like, hey, I'm going to go in. I want to get 3. Can you back me up? Yeah, I got a flash for you. I'm able to protect you with a smoke right there. Excellent stuff from both of these squads, but Fisher really pulling this momentum out. And here's a 1v1. Ringer able to win it out, though.
Looks like Mizzou is not going to move off of that pick, though. They are going to still continue to just kind of play it slow here. Numbers in their favor, so caution is going to kind of be the name of the game right here now. Again, we saw that hurry up and wait mentality, you know, hurry up, get 1 pick. Now we wait and see what information we can get before we commit to a site.
Manifest is once again going to be the one taking the brunt of this attack. They should be hearing the footsteps any moment now. And they're going to be bursted down, but Kurosu is able to find Sober Sushi on the other end.
Manifest just eating util, taken out eventually by Jenny Matrix, and allows Ringer to grab a gun right there as well. Sayaka sending out a little bit of util, trying to potentially stop this plan, is unable to. Hunter's Fury coming out from Numata, looking to get a pick. Return Hunter's Fury on the other side from Mizzou, sending it out, trying to stop this spike tap. Gonna be holding spike from long here. Again, now we're playing that waiting game. Sending out a little more util. Kurosu sending out a couple bullets. Spots out that Sova drone, takes it out, pushing all the way up into long. Smoking on. Have the breach hole coming out. Kurosu catching 2. Caught out by the paranoia, but both teams are blinded right now. The fuse going down with Kurosu and Sayaka spraying down that long to secure Fisher's next round. Close time-wise, but able to get the defuse in the end.
I heard that hesitation. I heard that hesitation. I heard that hesitation.
I wasn't sure they were gonna get it for a second.
It took a minute, but I was like, no, they got it. They got it. And Kurosu's 20-6 on this half, and you just saw the confidence that that Jet player has, that Duelist has, throwing both of their Cloudbursts, just walking right in front of that Rolling Thunder. What a timing to be able to get that. Finding 3 kills towards the end. 8 gets stolen by Sekia, but this is what you want to have a Star Duelist for your team. This is what you want to play off of. And now Mizzou looking to try and get a 9-3 half, but they're not going to have a ton of utility to be able to do so. Finally not running into the Killjoy utility. Just going to be Marina on this back, but it's a great boss in and of itself.
Smoking off one angle, but it looks like Mizzou is going to still commit to this fight here. Ringer spraying through a little bit of that Cloudburst. Kurosu dashing through, but blinded and deafened. Sova able to take out Kurosu. Ringer taking out Numata and Sayaka. Marina still sitting in the back, is able to spot out Ringer and you whatever and Jenny Matrix. Sober Sushi finally able to end that. Got that Killjoy ult coming down, but Manifest taking out Sober Sushi. Got a 1v1 here. And spotted out from behind when shooting out that Killjoy ultimate right there, allowing Mizzou to end the round 9-3.
Silk kills with a little bit of a 1v1 clutch with the Spectre in hand. And that's exactly kind of what Mizzou needed after, you know, you lose the pistol, you win a thrifty round, you get the anti-eco, and then you kind of give up 8 in a row. But able to get that last round, again, perhaps just a little momentum is exactly what Mizzou need. They managed to get 6 rounds after being down 11-1. Mental fortitude is not something Mizzou is missing out on. What they are going to be missing out on is being able to set the tempo. Now on this defensive side, Ringer on this Jet 11-12 really needs to be the ones fragging out, taking these 1v1s against a red-hot Kurosu, and we're going to be running into this B-side, seems Fisher, just trying to see what they can do.
For sure, taking that quick mid control here and immediately dashing onto the B site. Kurosu looking to get a pop. Here's one footstep, and Plant is going to go down on that B already. So we are in a retake now for Mizzou. They do have all 5 players and a lot of util. see that smoke going down. Kurosu spotting out Jenny Matrix as the smoke falls. Ringer caught up by the paranoia, running into whatever, able to take out 2 with Sova finishing off Marina. Kurosu getting another, but traded on the other side by Sober Sushi. And whatever, able to take out Manifest. So that is going to be the pistol round for Mizzou. Right there.
What a patient little retake. You know, a 5v5 going into a pistol retakes. It feels like you want to be aggressive. Fisher just hit you really quickly. Sometimes you want to like kind of catch him off guard, but Mizzou played that so carefully. That A and B connector, they hold their 3 stack right there. They wait out that flash coming out from Arena. They're able to take those trades very convincingly, and they are handsomely rewarded for it. They're going to have guns into this next fight. Fisher now going to be playing against the anti-eco. And Mizzou will get a really nice pistol. I love what I just saw from that retake.
Really well done, especially, you know, I feel like Fisher got a little impatient pushing out towards that A site a little bit in their hold and got caught out. Immediate push here towards the A site, really fast. Ringer trying to split out 1, but is forced to dash back due to a little bit of util usage from Breach here. Marina pushing up A long now, slow and steady. Sobadrone is going to spot that out, however.
Yep, 2 players spotted out at the very least. So Mizzou does have an idea. They're going to be towards this east side, but still only keeping these 2 players stacked. Ringer playing very aggressive. Only the Sheriff in hand. I'm not sure how I like that. Able to hit a couple shots are going to be good, but there's the reinforcements coming from their breach. And now Fisher just waiting, and we're going to be waiting very patiently. In just a moment.
Sending out that util quite away. Kurosu pushing on the side, spots out Ringer, who is blinded by the paranoia. Misses all the shots, but Marina is able to clean up. Sova taking out Manifest there with the Stinger, spraying through, but Kurosu with the Sheriff taking out 2 in the trade. 2v4 now.
Spike planted.
Plant is down.
Very
not
the back-to-back twisties. Please, not the back-to-back anti-ecos.
Kurosu holding an angle here, waiting to see if they're going to push up through here instead of Heaven, and it looks like Sober Sushi is going to spot out Kurosu and secure the kill with the Bulldog, but location is revealed. Breach going to send out a stun here to try and stall off a little bit more. Again, Util stalling this push, blinded out with Marina and the Stinger taking out 1. Jenny Matrix also significantly injured, able to take out 1, but not clean up with Marina getting that trade with that Stinger right there.
The Sheriff is a very good gun. That is my very expert professional analysis. The Sheriff is a very good gun, and if you have a player that can hit shots, such as Kurosu, that gun becomes very good. 2 kills for the Jet, 29 and 4. That's gross. That is nearly 2.5 kills per round, well, per death, KDA, coming out from that duelist. And now Mizzou's forced to force up, and they got an operator Stinger. It is a very strange vibe. Ringer with the operator trying to take some space, but to be forced back with that dash. And now operator has been spotted out, and Fisher's taking the space.
Yeah, they are pushing up this B main right now. Might see again that B push. Only an alarm bot is currently on the B site. He's going to be solo holding it right now, sending out that dash past the alarm bot. Does not hold the site himself right here. Ringer with the op, spotted out, unable to get much value from that. Looking for 1, still doesn't. Shot out with 1. Jenny taking out Manifest, and whatever taking out Nahada. Kurso taking out and whatever, but Ringer taking out Kurso with a pistol. Marina forced to fall back now, blinded by the paranoia. Sober Sushi taking out Sayaka. 4v1 now. Marina takes out 1, but is traded instantly by Sober Sushi. So that is going to be Mizzou able to take the round back after losing their eco right there.
I believe that buy consisted of like 2 Stingers, a Spectre, a Guardian, and an Operator. And once Fisher saw the Operator was in play, I'm not gonna lie, I think they kind of like were mind boggled. They wanted to pressure out that Operator, they wanted to push Ringer, and by doing so they gave up so much space over towards B main and allowed the rest of Mizzou to be able to push towards that retake. Money's a little bit tight. You see some half buys, regen shields, half shields. Kurosu's gonna be with those knives, but the operator still won't pay for Ringer. Potentially the first time that we've seen it come out in this entire series. Maybe that is the key towards victory for Mizzou that we've been waiting for.
Sure, it looks like we have the jet knives coming out right there in the hands of Kurosu. We know how dangerous that can be. Looks like Ringer's going to be holding down this C-Long with up and might just get walked into by 5 people.
Enemy kill.
What's out? 2! Right there with 1 shot. It's that collat as Numada's going to send out the drone to try and see where Ringer is, who has fallen back. Great usage of the operator right there.
So if you use up your dash and you get 2 kills, you get another dash. So that's what they were playing for. That's exactly how it works, because you know you're going to get 2 kills with the operator, you know, the classic operator collateral. And hey, this is exactly the confidence maybe that Mizzou was looking for, getting the operator in the hands of your duelist player, allowing that freedom to be done. And off of that, Mizzou has played that really well. They're still holding their space. The last 3 members of Fisher are going to be executing over onto the C side, but Mizzou playing this so smart, playing that retake, playing those just single picks.
Plant now down 3v5. Looks like we are going to have Ringer waiting for the rest of their team. Spotted out by a little bit of util, but Sober Sushi is able to get one in garage. 2v5 now, unfortunate. Looks like they are going to push Sayaka, spotting out Sober Sushi in garage. Ringer taking out Manifest and Sayaka. Able to get that a 4 right there. And falls back. I mean, Ringer right there in that round. Beautifully played, taking out 4, getting the collat. Very well done.
And they're going to be able to get Rolling Thunder. Excellent retake coming out for Mizzou, looking for that single picks. And their Killjoy, once again, feels like they're able to get a good for 1. It feels like what it matters most. Sober Sushi, 15 and 12 over on the side for the defense. And look at that, 2 rounds in a row. Operator seems to be in play, and Fisher's not going to be on an eco round. Sheriff, 3 sheriffs, a guardian, maybe 4 sheriffs. There's guns on the other side, but definitely weapons advantage for the side of Mizzou. And they're starting to get their ultimates kind of in a rotation. Rolling Thunder, you can see whatever holding this, preparing for a fast C hit, but it looks like Fisher is going to be looking towards that garage site, looking for a split potentially, or just looking to try and feed out this space.
If they do push garage, they might be spotted out by this Killjoy turret that's set up there. Does get spotted out by it, so little information gained there for the side of Mizzou. And we have the Omen ultimate coming out with Kurosu dashing all the way up through garage as well, taking a lot of space here. Looks like we might see this C push. Kurosu sitting now in the falling out, getting caught out by Jenny Matrix. Looks like we have the Rolling Thunder coming out right there. Jenny Matrix able to get Sayaka off that. So Spike is now down with numbers in their favor. Manifest looking at that Spike, but trapped in garage. Jenny Matrix shooting out there. Numada able to take out him, whatever. As well as Silver Sushi. Silver able to take out Numada. And that is going to be another victory for Mizzou right there on the C side.
Cuts the lead down to 3, and a really good way to play that eco round. Knives were pulled, but that's not an ultimate you're too worried about with Ringer having that operator. Rolling Thunder, I love the way they played that off of that. Guarantee yourself the wins, play the advantage as you can. And now Fisher, they only have that Hunter's Fury online right now, 3 away from the lockdown, 2 away from the Rolling Thunder. Ultimate's still just a bits away. You need that to get that momentum going if you're going to the side of Fisher. If you want to take your own map pick of Haven, but Mizzou playing very confident. Here's an operator holding down A main.
Little bit of a push here from Kurosu towards A, but caught out by a lot of util. Pushing towards the sewer. Not spotted out by Ringer's operator, who is still holding and waiting.
They did get hit by the dart. So they're somewhere.
Looks like we have a push here right now. 3 from Fisher pushing towards this garage here. Jenny Matrix holding this angle and spots out 2 from behind. Taken out by Numada in the trade there. So we are looking at a 3v3 still with a C site open for plant for Fisher here. We're going to have that retake. Kurosu sitting up towards this B might get a couple on this retake here. Here's footsteps. Able to take out Ringer from behind as he pulls up that operator to clear space. Now falling back towards garage looking for another sneaky pick. 2v3. Sovadart looking to clear some space on this C site here. Pushing up. Manifest holding this long angle. Molly preventing that defuse. Looks like it's going to be Sova going for that. And we have the Sova Hunter's Fury coming out. Spots out one with Manifest taking out whatever as he runs away as well. Leading to Fisher taking this round back 11-7 now.
Operator immediately being spotted out from the side of Fisher. They really sensed that out, and once they did, they just pivot, and that's exactly what you kind of want to do against an operator. And when you don't have the tools to always get it, keep it out, just run away. And they ran right into a little crossfire coming out over towards garage. But once you take out both of those players, that entire seaside is open and for the taking. 3v3, and Kurosu on a little bit of flank, able to find that one, put the numbers in Fisher's favor. They are 2 away from winning this series and have great momentum, but the operator is still back for Mizzou. They've been able to keep that in the hands, but it looks like it's not going to be really found. Fisher is able to get onto the site very cleanly.
Sober Sushi holding out that lockdown, just waiting on it. Plant now going down on that C site, and we have that lockdown dropping. Rolling Thunder as well sent out to try and break that lockdown. Looks like it doesn't. Sober Sushi taking a Marina, but Namada getting the trade here. Quick spray through to break that lockdown right there. Namada pushed on the side as well. Sends out the blind and is able to kick out whatever. Couple mollies out. Sova able to take out Sayek here. 3v3. Spotted out by Manifest. Sova taking out Kurosu. So 1v2 now. Manifest stuck here in this garage. Taken out by Ringer. And the defuse is good.
Beautiful retake coming around Mizzou, playing around all their util really well. Lockdown getting broken, but it forced so much pressure out from Fisher. They pushed through garage to break that lockdown and gave up some space on the site. A really brilliant flash coming around from Sekia to help support the remaining players on site, but when you're kind of funneled coming out of C, the rest of the defenders, the rest of the retakers were able to find that crossfire, hit those a couple players, and look at that. Once again, 3 rounds, the difference between both of these teams, and Fisher's on a half buy. A hero rifle in the hands of Kurosu once again, who is 27-13.
Yes, I would not discount that hero rifle in Kurosu.
Oh, absolutely not. But Ringer does have the operator, going to be able to hold this C site now. And Mizzou playing this really well. Again, Kurosu with that rifle is terrifying.
Indeed. All the way up through sewer as well. We've got 3 of Mizzou on A site right now. Kurosu putting the pressure on in the back. Sova
They've been able to leave Kurosu.
And Ringer with the operator taking out Marina in that C long. It's got to be a scary sound to hear if you are Fisher right there.
They've been able to leave Kurosu on an island because they're able to find picks just like this.
Finds 1, Kurosu finds 2, and taken out finally by Jenny Matrix. On that, they are going to see a bit of a rotate here now. We got the Killjoy ultimate now coming out to try and clear that A site to get the plant down. Able to get that down. Looks like they are just going to wait this lockdown out before going to the retake. Pushing up through heaven here. Seka holding hell. Numata the one who's going to spot out players in heaven first. Looks like we've got a couple smokes dropping down. Sayaka able to catch Ringer as he dropped. Numata sprang through, but Sober Sushi able to take Sayaka and hide behind the box. Jenny Matrix also pushing out now. Got 2v2 here. Spotted out by the Sova Dart. The smoke is about to drop. Able to take out, but Manifest cleans up good and is able to take out both of the defenders for Fisher to bring it to match point.
Too much post-plant utility left in the hands of Fisher with their Killjoy alive, with their Sova alive, and once you get that Hell Crossfire going, the defenders and the retakers are going to take so much damage coming out. Mizzou now on their last legs, requiring 4 rounds in a row in order to keep themselves in this map, in this series. They have a couple of guns. They're forced onto a Bulldog for their Sova, but it's definitely not out of the cards. But Fisher has been playing with house money right now.
Kurosu again pushing up that A, this time towards long instead of sewer a little bit. Looking to hold. We've got, looks like 3 pushing towards that A. Taking some chip damage from Ringer there. Falls back a little bit.
No charges left.
Again, pushing up towards sewer. We saw how dangerous that was last time, but it's clear that Sova is aware of that danger. Numata's Jones spotting out Sova. Falling back here. Manifest.
Committed though.
Yeah, over in Garage, breaking that KJ turret before falling back towards B here.
It's going to force a body to be watching that garage base, watching that C site, and with the spike still leading towards A, Fisher is going to be having a, what theoretically should be a weak A site, but they're still keeping 3, and Ringer is playing dangerously right now.
Line, but taken out by 2, and whatever though, able to get that from behind and take out Numata and Corso right there. Manifest spraying a little bit. Marina's still sitting in this, you know, mid B area. Here's some footsteps towards B.
30 seconds left.
Slow push. Here's but Jenny Matrix is ready and waiting, taking out Marina. Now a 2v4.
They read that so well. They were going to be like flooding towards 8 side, expecting a really quick, fast A hit, but they realized, hey, we haven't really seen anyone. This could be going any which way.
Sova with the Bulldog, and then whatever taking out Manifest allows for Mizzou to land in a 4-man victory here. Able to keep a lot of rifles in their hands as well.
And I want to just finish up my thought with that, because like it's really great defense. Like you understood, like, hey, we just got 2 picks, and like they potentially could just flood into the A side where our last only 1 defender is, and they realize, hey, wait, we still have space. We want to hold on to this space, able to spot on Marina. Really great shot from Jenny Matrix. And now this all of a sudden comeback could be doable. 3 all the way to go. And do whatever in the back of this B side, holding the spot line. Knives could be pulled out for Fisher. And potentially bursting into this B side, walking right into this breach util.
Looks like we are going to see a fast B side push. Kurosu pushing up, taking out Sober Sushi, but traded out by Jenny Matrix. So able to stop that Kurosu quick push. Sayaka pushing up through Garage here. Looking towards that C with Spike in hand. Jenny Matrix also Garage spots out the throw of that Molly before it gets planted. Able to drop the Spike to Garage here. 4v4. Jenny Matrix blinded by the paranoia. Shots being sent up. None finding their mark though in this little blind shootout. And whatever taking out Numata. Miranda taking out Jenny Matrix, but and whatever able to take out Manifest back in exchange. 3v2 now. So Mizzou does have numbers, but I don't think they know Marina's there.
Marina with a huge time. It could be huge. Seka's the only one kind of playing on side, but they're all offside. Spike's not in the great angle except for Marina.
Marina able to take out 1, but M whatever getting that trade and taking out Sayaka. Beautiful play from M whatever, getting those 4, and Mizzou able to now put us at 10-12. This comeback is looking more and more possible.
M whatever had a very quiet Lotus, but coming over into Haven on the defensive side, feeling much better on Haven potentially, and they're leading this their team right now 19-17, has the Rolling Thunder and plenty of ultimates for Mizzou, and if they can win this round, potentially could force an overtime. Fisher is now kind of staring at the barrel of a must-win round, but they are only just 1 away from taking the series, from finishing this all the way through, but they still have to get over that last hump.
Again, Corso fast pushing up towards sewers. Util kind of forcing back just a little bit. Ringer again has that operator, is holding the sewer angle right now.
Oh.
Couple shots fired over towards Garage. We can see Manifest leaning back. Spots out Corso, doesn't take the shot though, falls back.
Grounded.
And is able to take out Corso with a gorgeous operator shot right there. Numata clearing A long with that drone. Is spotted out. Hunter's Fury coming out, trying to take out, potentially put numbers back in their favor. Is able to take out Sova. So numbers now even again. Manifest falling back towards the rest of the team.
They don't have a ton of space. They have given up C site and C main for a lot of C long for a lot of this map, other when they're full pushing it. So they're going to be rocking to this A side, which is the correct decision. All of Mizzou have backed all the way up, allowing this push to happen. They're going to be playing this retake, which have been phenomenal. Knives out for Ringer, potentially for this retake, so they're not down a rifle, but it's got to be done perfectly.
I mean, we also see the knives coming out now for Ringer. Got to bear in mind, Sova does have both of his shock darts for this hold here in post plant. Marina holding Heaven. Gonna be able to take out Sober Sushi right as that smoke drops. Ringer is pushing up now. A little bit of breach util prone, is gonna dash onto site with those knives. Marina falling back. Time is running out. Blinded and whatever. Sending out the Rolling Thunder now as Ringer goes for this defuse. Gonna be held on either side. But it looks like Jenny Matrix is able to take out Numata. And whatever is able to take out Marina. Manifest trying, but and whatever takes out Manifest and Sayaka. is going to bring us to 11-12. Mizzou taking another round right there.
Whatever is going to be the MVP of this map if Mizzou's able to complete the comeback. Beautiful utility, the Rolling Thunder not investing onto the site, trusting that you and your team can take the space on site, recognizing Fisher's playing offside, Rolling Thundering down that sewer angle and all of A long, and they're able to hold that plant down. The half gives them just enough time for Ringer to just keep that spike planted and keep the numbers in their favor. One round away from overtime, and they seem to have all the tools to do it.
And we see Fisher feeling this. They're going for this full 5-man stack leaning towards A right now. Sova Dart is able to be thrown and kind of stop that too fast of a push here. Leaning towards A. But we also have 3 from Mizzou on the A site right now. Potentially able to hold. Sayaka grabbing that ultimate orb, trying to charge up that Rolling Thunder here. Numata also clearing sewers with that drone. We could see pushed all the way up sewers and long here with 5 of them. Sova holding this corner right now. Just waiting. We got 3 on A right now. Jenny Matrix holding the smoke. Sent out Grosu dashing on the side with Sova spotting him out. Not before he's able to take out Jenny Matrix. M whatever taking out Manifest, but Numata able to take out Sova and Sayaka able to take out that M whatever, putting numbers 3-2 in favor of Fisher.
Here.
Ringer now with an offset, throwing down a little ult. Rolling Thunder coming out, Numata able to take out Sova. It's going to be up to Ringer to clutch this round if we want to see Mizzou take us to overtime right now. Only an op in hand.
It's gotta go. You gotta go now.
Time ticking down so slowly. Spotted out by the Sova Dart, and Marina getting that final kill, allowing Fisher to claim victory.
What a valiant attempt of a comeback for the side of Mizzou, but at the end of the day, it just seemed like Fisher was able to pull it together when it mattered most. Fisher Fumblers able to take the series 2-0 with a final map score of 13-11 there on Haven, and what a map it was. It just felt like it just was never going to end. It kept going back and forth, and Mizzou just kept pulling like rabbits out of their hat when they really needed to. It felt like the momentum just kept swinging back and forth, but Mizzou just felt like it held just a little bit longer. And as we look here at the stats sheet, the final score line, you could see the real MVP for this entire map is going to be Kurosu. 31-18 for the Star Duelist for Fisher. Phenomenal duelist play coming out from the Jet, supported by their entire team. That double initiator setup from Namuta, from Sekia, both on Haven and Lotus, just seemed to do wonders. However, on the other end, Mizzou, whatever on that breach, really came alive towards on that defensive half, just really feeling themselves towards the end of that. It just wasn't enough when it towards the end. Fisher on match point for what was it, 4 rounds, just was a little bit too much for Mizzou to handle.
Still absolutely impressive from both teams. I mean, Kurosu just felt dangerous that entire map. You couldn't help but just wonder, okay, where's Kurosu? You might spot out, 3 other players, but if you don't know where Kurosu is, you are worried. And
8 first kills.
Talk about crazy. And then M whatever being able to be that cleanup, especially on defense. I think they got 3 or 4Ks throughout multiple rounds there. Very impressive, very good at holding down. And on those retakes, we saw some great retakes from Mizzou this map, for sure. Just wasn't quite enough to challenge the Star Duelist, and supported by their team, 13-11 in the end.
Mizzou will fall to 2-1 now, still doing very well in this Group A, but Fisher looking to having their now first and only the first match done, first win of this semester. So going into next week, they're definitely going to be the favorites. As mentioned, they are the rating champion for a reason, and they are playing just like it. As we kind of all expected, they really had that team chemistry going. You can see why, what brought them to have such great success last semester and bringing in that today, despite having a couple of weeks off, despite not really having the time to really push that all together early on this month. We're approaching the end of February, for goodness sake, and they're now just having their first map, but they looked very good regardless, and I'm really excited to see what they have for the rest of this group stage.
For sure. Very clean plays, very well played together. Great teamwork we saw from them. Just being able to communicate. And we really saw that they were able to adapt. They would start to push a site, run into a little bit of, confrontation, and they were able to fall back and fully adapt to a different site and a different game plan like that. It was beautiful to watch. Really, truly well played by Fisher. I mean, there's a reason that they won last year, for sure.
Championship level caliber team, and we're gonna have the chance to talk to them in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're gonna talk with a member of the Fisher. We're gonna talk a member of Fisher Fumblers in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Aurora Series Valorant. We have just witnessed a 2-0 victory from Fisher Fumblers over Mizzou Esports GC, and we are joined by the what I'm going to consider the breach aficionado of Fisher in Sekia. Congratulations on the win. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. It's always nice to win.
For sure.
Oh,
For
it's
sure.
a, it's a
You have victory
go ahead, Maya.
celebrations planned? Like, you guys won. Are you gonna do something exciting?
We're gonna play League of Legends. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play as a team.
That's your team bonding.
Yeah,
playing
League of
League.
Legends, yeah.
Why would you do that to yourselves? That's not my question, but why would you do that to yourselves?
I mean, League can be fun if you just, you play for fun.
You guys have played phenomenally. Not only this is your first match of this semester, but been playing phenomenally for quite some time together. And how does that communicate? How's the teamwork? How's the bonding been over the last couple of months? And how's that really led up towards this semester?
I mean, it's been good. Like, we've had some rough patches, but just working it out, communicating with each other, talking about it, and fixing it in scrims and stuff. And it's been helping a lot. So
For sure. I mean, we saw an amazing game from you guys today. Fantastic strategy and gameplay. Lots of quick tempo changes. What was sort of going through your team's plan? How did you adapt as you saw what Mizzou was doing? How did you kind of change your game plan based on what they were doing? What were the big things that you felt really won the match?
let me think. I feel like we kind of just were recognizing how they were playing and then kind of just adapting towards how they were. We kind of noticed they were heavy rotating towards A, so we would try to work towards mid, break their util so that they just work the map,
I mean, it absolutely worked, especially, dominating Lotus and then going to Haven. It got a little close there, but,
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you too long away from League of Legends with the team, but I just have one more question. And you guys are the reigning champions. What is... The answer is obvious, but what are the goals for this semester for you guys?
I mean, goal is to win again. That's main goal, just win again.
There you go. Easy enough.
Yeah.
And I figured it was. There's nothing more. Is there anything you want to say to anyone that's looking to try and take you down?
Don't underestimate us.
I like the thumbs up. Well, thank you so much for Sekia for joining us. You have fun tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I
have never played League of Legends. I just want to say that. It scares me.
Oh,
It scares me.
I fully agree with you. I would rather suffer through a Valorant losing streak than try and go play League of Legends.
But hey, what a phenomenal match and phenomenal play from Sekia as well. I know I should have complimented more, but Sekia, I think you're hearing me still. You were phenomenal in that both of your matches. So snaps for you. But what a phenomenal series from everyone really. Everyone on Fisher played extremely well, but Mizzou, definitely a team you want to keep an eye out, especially as we get to the last couple weeks of this group stage.
For sure. As we head into we're halfway through the group stage, we're starting to see our front runners, and both teams we saw here today are teams that you're going to want to keep an eye on as we head towards playoffs.
And, saying that, it will be approaching the end of the night. I just want to quickly say thank you to our producer, Reach That. Thank you to our observer, Kiana, for wonderful 2 maps. And Maya, how was your first night here on the Aurora series?
It was great. I love the vibes, and the plays were amazing, and I have no complaints.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We will see you later, I believe next week, for more Valorant action. So thank you guys. Have a great night. Stay safe.